The opioid crisis remains a tragic reality, claiming the lives of countless individuals, with fentanyl standing out as one of the most dangerous substances currently accessible. This alarming epidemic is particularly striking in communities such as East Side Vancouver. Fentanyl's potency is staggering. It's substantially stronger than both heroin and morphine, posing a significant threat in the drug trade. Even the tiniest amount can lead to fatal consequences, amplifying the risk for those who use it. Criticism of the government's response to the opioid epidemic has intensified, especially when we examine the disparity in resources allocated compared to other public health issues. The number of overdose deaths is not only shocking but also largely preventable. For individuals living on the streets, finding legitimate employment becomes a daunting challenge, often leading them to resort to illegal means to survive, heavily influenced by the surrounding drug culture. The tragic toll of fentanyl is painfully evident, with numerous lives lost. Even those on the path to recovery frequently find themselves relapsing due to societal pressures that can be overwhelmingly oppressive. The economic divide in Vancouver is glaring, as the city's burgeoning wealth starkly contrasts with the isolation experienced by the impoverished. Gentrification forces homeless individuals into increasingly small enclaves, often depriving them of essential resources. Emergency services are continually dispatched to these neighborhoods, reflecting the dire circumstances and the profound impact of addiction on the community. The streets frequently resemble a battlefield. As the community faces widespread trauma, including experiences of childhood abuse and domestic violence, it becomes clear that these issues exacerbate the ongoing crisis, highlighting an urgent need for healing and support. The cycle of addiction often originates from individuals seeking solace from deep-seated emotional anguish, propelling them into a world of suffering and dependence on substances like heroin and fentanyl. Peer-led harm reduction initiatives play a crucial role in this landscape, as they build trust and foster understanding among users. Such approaches are instrumental in diminishing the stigma surrounding addiction. The distribution of clean syringes is essential to curtail the spread of infectious diseases, such as hepatitis. This vital practice underscores the pressing need for resources in areas significantly impacted by the crisis. Naloxone, a life-saving medication that can reverse opioid overdoses, remains inaccessible to many users who grapple with stigma. Rapid administration is crucial, further emphasizing the need for comprehensive education and support. The presence of law enforcement in the community often faces scrutiny, perceived as focused on surveillance rather than genuinely assisting residents. This situation breeds additional mistrust and dissatisfaction among community members. The harsh living conditions in the area contribute to an overarching sense of danger and instability. Residents frequently report feeling unsafe, particularly during adverse weather or unusual occurrences. Substance abuse is an all-too-common issue within the community, with many individuals struggling to navigate their challenging circumstances. This addiction crisis signals an urgent need for effective supportive interventions. Many homeless individuals band together in makeshift communities in abandoned locations, enduring brutal living conditions without any viable alternatives. The lack of affordable housing options exacerbates the growing crisis. Addiction is pervasive, with drugs often providing a misleading sense of comfort for many. Overdose incidents tragically occur with alarming regularity, prompting the community to unite in efforts to mitigate fatalities. Despite the illegal status of these encampments, health authorities continue to provide medical supplies, an action that highlights the complexities of navigating legalities during a health emergency. The community strives to address these challenges to cultivate safer environments. Supervised consumption sites are crucial, as they significantly reduce drug-related fatalities. These centers are transforming temporary spaces into licensed facilities that cater to the needs of users, providing a safer alternative. Addiction can often lead individuals into a downward spiral, frequently culminating in criminal activities to sustain their habits. The emotional toll of living with addiction is profoundly destructive, leaving lasting scars. Personal narratives shared by those affected reveal the heart-wrenching consequences of addiction, including the loss of family, friends, and a painful journey into homelessness. These stories illustrate the stark reality of life on the streets. This discussion emphasizes the critical importance of understanding the socio-economic factors that drive drug use, such as the desperate need for money and survival. Addressing these underlying issues is essential to diminishing drug dependency. Evidence from Switzerland's medical heroin programs showcases a significant reduction in drug-related deaths and criminal activities. These initiatives provide users with the opportunity to stabilize their lives and successfully reintegrate into society. Financial analyses indicate that, while government-funded heroin programs may appear costly, they ultimately save taxpayer money by decreasing crime rates and reducing the need for emergency services. The long-term advantages far exceed initial investments. The opioid crisis has reached alarming levels, with statistics indicating that a person dies every 7 minutes in North America. This urgent scenario demands immediate attention and concerted action. Reflecting on personal experiences with addiction, the speaker illustrates the profound emotional toll it exacts on individuals and their families. Acknowledging the immense challenges, they express a glimmer of hope for recovery and healing. In closing, a powerful message emerges about the importance of resilience and hope during difficult times. The speaker encourages us to persist and fight against becoming just another statistic in this ongoing epidemic.